Ever wondered how a platform like YouTube can just change your life? I'm going to get into it, how YouTube has changed my life as a woman over 40, in her late 40s at that. Hi, my name is Kelly, for those who may not know me. I'm a YouTuber and I want to share with you how YouTube has literally changed my life in so many different ways. I mean, I'm not going to say it made me a better woman or anything like that, no, because that's something that I have to do. But change my life as in how the years that I've been on YouTube and how it has evolved me and evolved just things around in my life. We're gonna get into it. So how did I stumble across YouTube? I stumbled across YouTube, I want to say back in 2011. I was just a soul watcher, a stroller, all the things, because I really wanted to learn how to do my own makeup. I was always into makeup. I used to always wear liquid eyeliner or even the pencil, but I would wear it above my eye, like when you do your wing. I never wore eyeliner in the like, you know, right down here. I never wore liner there. I always wore it up on the top. And I wanted to just do more with my makeup. I wanted to just learn how to do makeup. And then during that time, I wanted to go natural, because like going natural back then was like the thing. So I went on YouTube looking for makeup videos, but then I stumbled across a whole natural hair community. Looking at different videos, looking at different makeup videos, and for a whole year I just was a straight watcher. Came across some amazing women that are still here on the platform doing their thing. Now, my videos are still up from 2012, because 2011 I was a straight watcher. But I started making videos back in 2012. Yes, way over 10 years. Up here having a ball. But I don't want to get sidetracked here. So I started watching videos, meeting people, and then I met a woman. I'm gonna say her name. I hope she's watching. Her name is Teresa. She was the first woman. I'm gonna leave her channel down below. She's gonna make YouTube videos as well, and she was doing thrifting, but she was natural and she was into makeup. So she was like everything that, you know, I was into. And she happened to live in my area. So we met up one day and no. We talked and we exchanged numbers. I was like, you know, wow, you can really meet people. And I'm a scary Jane. So I was like, I don't want to meet anybody. I don't want to meet anybody. I met her. We talked on the phone. I met her and we wound up going thrifting. And then we just became cool. I still see her every now and then out and about in the community and stuff like that, because we still live in the same area. So that's how that got started. And she was like, just go ahead and make a video. Go ahead and make a video. And I made a video of all the women. My first video was like me just like paying homage to all the women that I watched back then. Some of them don't make videos anymore and some of them still do. But that's how I got into making YouTube videos. And I'm sure, I don't know if Teresa knows that, but she's the one that said, go ahead and make the video. Then my mom and my daughter, my youngest, was like, go ahead, Mom. And she was young and little, but she just knew that I had a camera and I was doing it on the webcam on the laptop. And she was like, just go ahead, Mom, make the video. And she would help me with passing me makeup and passing me stuff and getting my situation set up. So my baby was one of my big supporters. So to move on, you know, kind of piggybacking on, you know, how I got started, how I stumbled upon YouTube, how I was able to like build a community and find other women who was doing what I was doing, having like a supportive like network, but yet still being a watcher, because I'm learning from those who came before me, and I'm learning, I'm doing myself, and people were coming behind me. It was just different back then. There was no it might have been monetization, but I didn't know about it until later on. But it was more like just get on your webcam and do whatever. It was like the grainier, the better. Okay, it was like the grainier, the better. I wound up getting a camera. Back then, it was no viewfinders. It was like just look into the camera, get the thing positioned. You going back and forth trying to figure out things, and next thing you know, you got it right. You just got it right, and you did your thing. And I tell you, I found other women who had my hair texture. So that's how I was able to like find other women to like support me, and I'm supporting them and we sharing products. I'm doing twist outs. I had did 3 big chops. This is my 3rd one, and I've been like this for over 5 years now. So, and this one I put on my channel as well. It was like every time I cut my hair, it was like you keep the same people and you get different people because now you at different stages of your life. So it's like you meet in different people at different stages. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. But just to kind of piggyback on that, you know, I was able to meet women who we had the same interests. You know, back then, that's when Shea Moisture first came out, you know. So everybody wanted to get on the Shea Moisture bandwagon. People were into black castor oil on the scalp. If you had like thinning hair, bald spots, you know, you were rubbing that on, doing like 30-day challenge with the castor oil. I mean, amazing things was going on back then. It was like, I'm not in the natural hair community anymore because I don't have any hair and there's nothing I got going on. If anything, I can be in the barber community because I go to the barber shop now. But I still wash my hair. I still put conditioner in my hair. Do I put like, you know, hot oil treatments, things like that in my hair? Sometimes if my scalp is kind of dry. But for me to be in the community, I'm not in the community no more. But I feel like I'm still got one foot in the makeup community. The makeup community has evolved so much from even back then. There was so much going on back then. You know, for those of you who know, you know, like Coastal Scents, BH Cosmetics, you know. I'm talking about all those different brands that had them big old palettes with all those colors and things like that. That's Morphe. That was when I was getting into the beauty community, and it was just so different. Now it's a whole new beast. Do I still love it? Absolutely. Am I going to like talk bad? No, I'm not going to talk bad about it because I'm still in it, but I'm just in it in a different way. I feel like when I first came in, I was in my early 30s. Now here I am in my late 40s, and I'm still doing this. It's just in a different way, and I feel like YouTube has allowed me to not only I'm evolving, and I'm able to evolve while I'm here on this channel. You know, I'm not the same person that I was when I first started. I'm not the same person that I was 2 years ago. Matter of fact, yesterday, okay? I'm not the same person. So YouTube will just allow you to just be who you are at whatever time you are. And it's you know, I'm not gonna sit and say no judgment zone because sometimes you can't have that. But I feel like my community, there's no judgment zone. So if you are not a follower of mine, I'm just letting you know the community that I have built, that my community we've built together, we don't do that over here. We just pretty much vibe out. We have a good time and all the things. And I'm gonna get into, you know, about subscribers into friends. I'm gonna get to that a little later. So what have I learned from being on YouTube? I've learned so much. One, I've learned how to not be afraid to communicate, not to be afraid to communicate on camera, you know, understanding how if I'm gonna say something to where when it comes across, it's not coming across abrasive, it's not coming across rude, I'm coming across happy. I learned how to communicate just a tad bit better than what I know how to do, you know. I also learned how to edit. Like that was never something on my resume, you know what I mean? I learned how to edit. I learned how to create content. I know how to plan content. I know how to work a camera. I know how to do a 3-point setup and lighting. I learned so much. Now you may say, Kelly, well, okay, you learned that, but how is it going to help me in my day-to-day? Your day-to-day, hey, you're doing your makeup in your house and you want to have some extra lighting. You know how to set up a light now. You know how to get it right. You got, you want to take some family photos. You could do it yourself now because you know how to work your camera. You know, I was able to do so much for me learning these little, I don't want to say small, but because these are really some really good components. I was able to take pictures of me and my family with the camera that I'm filming on right now, the lights that I have. You know, I've been able to not only do content, just do other things in my life with the things that I have learned from editing. You know, I've been able to show other women how to edit. I'm able to, you know, I've been able to show other women how to use their cameras and how to, you know, do their setup and things like that. You know, I sit back and think about how many years I've been on YouTube since 2012. That is crazy. But you know what? One thing I've come to realize, you cannot do this when you expect to get a big payout, because your viewpoints will the way you view it will be different. Let me give you an example. If you're watching YouTube and you're like, oh my God, she's only been on here for X, Y, and Z months or years or whatever. And look at her, she done blew up. Oh my God. Oh, I know she getting money because she got this, she got that. You know, you start counting people pockets, start counting people, you know, lifestyle or whatever. You say, you know what, I could do that. And then you start doing it because you see what old girl is doing or old boy is doing. And then you get into it and you see that it's a lot of work. It's recording, editing, planning, trying to figure out how you get your content, when you're going to do it because you got to go to work. All these different things. And then when you sit back and you like, well, my content is good. Why it's better than hers? Why I ain't getting no views? You start comparing, and then the enemy is just getting in the way. So I always say, do it because you love it and you just want to do it. And always ask yourself, and I even like ask myself, if you never got a penny from it, would you still do it? And my answer is yes, because I've been doing it since 2012. And my channel is where it is, and I'm okay with that. Now, if it happens to explode, hey, we're here for it. You know, the community, we will make it happen, okay? We will make it happen. But, you know, I've always said if my channel was never to do anything, I would still do it because I just thoroughly enjoy the process. It's a part of my therapeutic, okay? Is that how you say it? My therapy? No, part of my therapy. Kelly, get it right. So I want to talk about how there were some challenges that I had to overcome. And one I just mentioned to you, you know, to know that, you know, you like it, Kelly, but don't never get caught up in the money side of it. Do it because you like it, and do it because you thoroughly like the community part. And there were some challenges that I definitely had to learn. Prime example, learning how to edit. I didn't know anything about editing, so I had to learn that. You know, getting frustrated when I couldn't get a video to render, couldn't get a video to upload to YouTube, couldn't get it to export into my laptop. All the different things, you know, getting a memory card that cracked on me. I got all my footage on there. Next thing you know, I can't get none of my footage off because one little hair crack, it's all over, it's done. The card is straight garbage at this point, you know. And then negative comments. I had to get over that too. You know, people are going to say, you could be the sweetest person up here. You can give all the energy in the world, but you get over it. You get over it. And it allowed me to not only have thick skin on here, it allowed me to have thick skin on the outside. You don't realize how something like this can definitely impact your life in so many good ways. You know, I have met some amazing women, starting with Teresa, and even to this past weekend, I've met a lovely lady. I don't know how long she's been following me. I want to say a while now. A couple of years at least. At least 3. Because I know I was in my other house and we did like I did a live, and she was on there. We was just chit chatting, and we even talked, you know, on Instagram. We did like, you know, a little the call thing. And her name is Shanetta. Hey girl, hey friend. If you watching, you meet some amazing people. Those of you know Keita is definitely a friend of mine. More Keita. I cannot. The same way how me and Keita, we never even really talked, but we just met, and it was just like this. Me and Shanetta, we was talking before, so when I actually met her, it was like, hey girl, what's up? And then we wound up going out. I'm meeting her friends, and it was more like we just hanging out, homegirls just hanging out, chilling, talking, hitting on all the topics, you know. And it was just so cool and so relaxed. I'm just so grateful for the people that I have met. I've met a lot of people. I met Bridget. Bridget lives here in where I live at, but she's a little ways from me, and I went to go visit her. I went to go actually see her. She had a thing at her house, and I went. Yep, drove a little ways. Girl, you remember when I came to see you, if you're watching. What else? But I just met so many people, and there's so many people I got talked to on the phone that have my phone number. Oh no, I'm about to forget somebody. Oh my God, Tiffany, Tiff. Y'all. So many people that I met from YouTube that I never knew in my life, and I met them here on YouTube. Crazy. Now, how YouTube has opened doors for me. I will sit and say, and I will be totally honest, I feel like I would have had many more doors open for me if I would have been more consistent. I feel like I did hinder myself in my YouTube journey, not once, not twice, more than 3. That's just being very honest and very transparent. I did have an issue with just being consistent. I really enjoyed doing YouTube, and I definitely went through a stage where I had imposter syndrome. I had the comparison thing, and that is the enemy. That is the killer, you know what I mean? So I had to sit back. I'm sitting here looking up like, wow, there were so many moments in my life where, when I had my short haircut, it was still natural, and I was able to link up with a makeup artist. That was like in the early days, and I also was able to link up with a actual natural hairstylist out in LA. They happened to come out here to do a hair show in Greenville, and I was one of their models. Products being sent to me by different brands, just working with different people, and if it was either me doing it on my channel or doing it for them, I had a lot of opportunities. And I feel like once you stop, then it goes dead. You have to keep it going. In the same way how if you're at work, you have to keep it going at work. So if this is going to, if this was my job, I would definitely have to keep it going. But it's not. I do a full-time job. But I just had so many opportunities. Like right now, I am being consistent on a different scale. And I'm getting opportunities. I'm getting a ton of PR packages. And I think it's because of the kind of content that I'm putting out and what I'm displaying at this point. And, being a woman over 40, you are tapping into a different demographic. All ages of women, we all spend money. We all spend money when it comes to makeup, when it comes to skincare. But it's something about when you get to that 40 mark, and then not 30 mark too, but something about that 40 mark, approaching into that 50 zone, you start getting a little bit more serious about skincare and things like that. And you kind of tapping into that world. And that's how, where am I going with this? I don't know. So to sum all of this up, I just want to tell you, YouTube has definitely been one of the highlights of my life. YouTube has definitely changed my life, where I was able to meet some amazing women, in addition to work with some amazing brands. And not only that, I have been able to develop, create, and pull together an amazing group of women. I don't really have too many negative comments in my comments area. Everything is more uplifting. Everything is more like, hey girl, hey. I want to be able to relate to other women. I want to be able to feel like, yeah, she's like my neighbor, she's my coworker, you're my homegirl, all the different things, however you display it, because sometimes we have different people in our life for different reasons. You may have a girlfriend that you could kiki with, laugh, haha. Then you have a girlfriend that you might want to share your personal business with. Then you have a girlfriend that, y'all knew each other for so many years, and when y'all don't speak for so many years, but y'all do speak, it's like you never stop, like you never skip the beat. You have just so many different people for your life. And that's where we kind of build in, you know what I mean? But ladies, YouTube has definitely done a number for me, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you, because each and every one of you has definitely played a major part in my YouTube journey and in my life. And I thank you, and I thank you. And we're not stopping. We're not stopping. We're going to keep on going. We're going to be talking about this in our 50s and our 60s and all that good stuff, and our 70s and our 80s. We're going to keep it going. I thank you, and I truly, truly appreciate you.